What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and I'm here in West Hollywood at Case Study House number 22, better known as the Stahl House. Not only is the Stahl House stunningly beautiful, but it's an architectural wonder, one of the true marvels of Los Angeles. But what's also a wonder is the fact that this house on a precarious cliff in the Hollywood Hills was even built in the first place. Let's get into it. So this has to be established first. Not only is the Stahl House one of the truly iconic homes in the world, it's been in hundreds of films, commercials, books, print advertisements. It's also a Los Angeles historic cultural monument and on the National Register of Historic Places. It's also the only privately owned home on the top 150 structures of America's favorite architecture list. But if it were up to the city of Los Angeles or even the original architects that saw these plans, the house wouldn't exist at all. Prior to the 1950s, the house was on what was considered an unbuildable piece of land. There were no homes on that hillside, and there were architectural and seismic concerns preventing building on one hand and questions of insurability for looming disaster on the other. But there was a pair of dreamers named Carlotta and Buck Stahl who were renting a home on Hillside Avenue in the Hollywood Hills that would look across their balcony at a ridge each night, and they saw an area of land that they felt psychically and emotionally drawn to. In May of 1954, the couple decided to go check out the land, and coincidentally, the owner of the land, George Beha, was there. They sold him the dream, and he sold them the land, ecstatic to be getting rid of this unbuildable lot for $13,500, and to consummate the deal, they exchanged $100 and a handshake. Acquiring the lot was the easy part. What came next was mind-boggling. This was building a home, a dream home, on land with nearly insurmountable physical obstacles. They decided to meet with 3 architects. The first 2 told them the same thing. These plans are crazy and you're never going to be able to build it up here. The third architect was also a dreamer. 32-year-old Pierre Koenig, who saw the location as a benefit, not an impediment, and within months, they had a deal signed. Koenig spent months getting engineers, planners, and officials to approve his design. Because steel was an unconventional building material for homes at the time, and the steep slope on the hillside, there was a ton of pushback. Again, the vision was crazy. Concrete piles, steel beams, huge panes of glass, some of the largest available on planet Earth at the time. This was something completely unique and a very hard sell. But once Koenig worked his magic and had the plans approved, the structure was erected in one day with the help of 5 workers, and it took 1 year to finish construction on the masterpiece. I mean, the final effect is simply stunning. It was immediately recognized as one of the most important pieces of architecture in Los Angeles. And when renowned photographer Jules Schumann's famous photos were released, the home became immortalized as an iconic representation of mid-century Los Angeles. At one point in the building process, Buck Stahl said to Pierre Koenig, "I just want to stand in one spot and be able to see the mountains, the ocean, and the city. I don't want to walk. I just want to be able to turn my head." Well, from the looks of it, mission accomplished. By building one of the true architectural wonders of Los Angeles and the world, Buck and Carlotta Stahl, along with Pierre Koenig, accomplished something that people said couldn't be done, but it showed the power of their drive and their dreams right here in Los Angeles. I also want to thank architectural director, realtor Bill Baker, as well as Scott Burley for making this happen. Really appreciate this visit at the Stahl House. All right, LA, it's been a minute.